What we're saying there, buddy? We all have tags?
We all have tags to hunt now. It's pretty exciting times. We got a huge mule deer spotted last night, which James can go after, or we can all go after. All of us. And we're going to see what today brings. Matt's got a Javelina tag, and we found a spot, like a hotel for Javelina yesterday when we were looking for that deer I was after. So it's pretty exciting. We've got a big day ahead of us. We've got just like too many things to do, too much fun to have. Can't wait to get out there and fire it up.
You ever watch The Simpsons?
Yeah, a little bit.
You know how in the intro they're like writing on a board?
Yeah.
You think you can get me a piece of chalk like they used to write on that board?
Yeah, I have it right here.
Go ahead and chalk me up for 3. I see 2 does and 1 immature buck.
It's mature, buddy.
Nah, if you want to sound like a real pro hunter, you got to say mature.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's not right.
You got to put a lot of emphasis on the T. Mature.
No.
Go ahead and try it.
Mature.
There you go. You see, you already sound like a pro. Alrighty guys, it's been a pretty good morning. It's easily the plainest weather we've had yet, as you guys can hear by the audio. There's no wind. It's sunny. It's actually like kind of hot on the side of your face and whatnot. And we've seen quite a few deer this morning. It's the first day all of us have had tags. It's January 1st today, so Matt's got a Javelina tag and a deer tag, and I have the same, and my dad has the same. So we're all reloaded on tags, and yeah, like I said, it's been a good day. We saw I spotted a nice good 3x3 buck, and then Matt and my dad have seen a lot of deer too, smaller bucks, does, and then right now there's not a ton of deer moving. I think a lot of deer have kind of settled down because it's 9:15 and it's getting hotter, but I just stuck at it, and I glassed up a buck over here with my 7 powers, put the big boys on it, and it's a super nice 4x4 buck, and I'm hoping the weather might pick up and hopefully he stays in sight. Maybe I can put a move on him. All the stars got to align to get a mature buck like that, so we'll see what happens. But so far so good. It's been a fun day, and we'll keep you updated. Yeah, so like Matt said, we spotted another buck right down here, and how we saw it was I was on the phone with my dad, because the buck I told you guys about earlier, that nice 4x4, was up on the ridge. He had bedded down, so I was hoping he would stay there a while, but in the rut, that's why I prefer September a lot of times, just because the rut, the bucks are so sporadic. So he laid down for a little bit. While I was talking to my dad on the phone, letting him know to come over to see the buck, I saw this one right down here, and like Matt said, it's kind of a non-typical looking nice buck, and he headed that way, and then I looked back, and shortly after, the buck I was after got up and went out of sight over the ridge. So that buck is gonna live to fight another day, and now it's on to this one and seeing what old Tove can get done. So it's been a really fun day. We've seen several good bucks, and we're having a good time, and it's still early, so we got a lot of hunting left to do. Alrighty, it is 12:20, so, and it's pretty hot. Like, it's easily the warmest day we've had, and surprisingly the deer are still moving really well. I just got lucky and I glassed up a buck kind of going out of sight. Matt got on him, and I got out my big binoculars, and we're watching him and trying to see if he lays down, and all of a sudden we're watching him, he just starts full sprinting into this ravine, and then out of the ravine shoots another buck. So now there's two pretty good sized bucks, and it's just chaos out there right now with the does and the bucks. So it's a lot of fun to watch here on January 1st, and we're going to keep watching and see what happens.
So we hunted a good day up here. I mean, we saw lots of bucks and stuff.
Very good.
I was looking for a buck I was after, and I didn't get him, but this nice 4x4 came in really close, and I put on face paint and sneakers and went down in there and got to about 100 yards, and then one of the does winded me. You know, it's pretty chaotic, but it was fun to get within 100 yards of a big, good size 4x4 with some extra junk on him. And he's real active, and then when I get back up to these guys glassing, he already had traveled miles over here, and he was going head to head with a buck over here. But this afternoon, Javelina, we got a spot.
Yeah. We've seen lots of Javelina in that one spot last 4 or 5 days, and probably saw 3 or 4 good shooter bucks today, and some other smaller forks, and a lot of deer activity. So we're gonna switch things up, maybe to Javelina or deer, whatever we see tonight. But a little break real quick, and then we'll get back at it.
Alright guys, so Matt and I just got back from kind of a balloon. It was more so just a trial run stalk on some deer. And we get back, Tove's glassing a fork and we're buck. In frame comes a whole string of Javelina, so we're crunch time. We got like 30 minutes on the way. Not too far, so we're gonna go try to pull a triple. Wish us luck. Ready, Matt? Ready, let's do it. What do you boys think? Yep. We did the old boot and sneak swap. The Javelina are right up here. This is the craziest thing. We were in a nice sized herd and we were pretty close. They never spooked or knew we were there, but they just, when we were about 90 yards out, they all moved past us, right past us at about 90 yards. And by the time we got up there, all of them had cleared out, so it is what it is. But it was a lot of fun, and it was fun just to see a herd that size and kind of be in the mix. So you know, our stalk was good. We were all quiet, we were slow, everything was cherry. It's just it's one of the rare cases where they were gone before we got there and they were all around us, but just not quite within bow range. So they're still not spooked. We know where they're at, so maybe we'll come back in the morning or something and try to re-find them. But it was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.